you ever thought about becoming a foster parent for a homeless animal? Ever considered the impact you could have on giving an animal a second chance at a great life? The volunteers of Tri-Valley Animal Rescue and the shelter staff of the East County Animal Shelter in Dublin, California, are dedicated to finding good new homes for adoptable animals. Becoming a foster parent for TVAR can be a very rewarding experience. It's easy to get started with, and as you will see, is needed more now than ever before. Here to discuss kitten fostering is TVAR volunteer Terry Duncan and Sweet Pea.
Well, the Sweet Pea is about a 3.5-month-old domestic short-hair female. She came into the shelter as a stray, and she was in one of the back cages and was found by one of our volunteers and was assessed to be very friendly and sweet, as you can see. So that's where she got her name, was Sweet Pea. So she was brought up front and placed for adoption, and TVAR's been working with her to make sure she's good and healthy and ready for adoption. She had fleas, she had some ear mites, and just needed a little TLC. She was scared. Some of the guys that come in can be mistaken for being aggressive, and really what they are is afraid. So a little bit of TLC makes all the difference in the world.
Sweet Pea here was fortunate enough to be adopted straight from the shelter, but often kittens just like her will need to go into TVAR foster care before they find their forever homes. This is particularly true during kitten season when the number of kittens that come into the shelter increases dramatically. The unfortunate closure of the Fairmont Animal Shelter in 2010 means that all stray animals found in that jurisdiction now come to the East County Animal Shelter. And that means the number of animals that come into the shelter is that much higher, as is the need for fostering.
So far we haven't had a huge influx. However, this will be our first full spring that the Fairmont shelter has been closed. So this will be the first full kitten season where everything from that area will be coming into the East County Animal Shelter, in addition to the animals that the animal shelter here in Dublin has already been responsible for. So we do anticipate a much larger need. Right now we're starting to see pregnant cats come into the shelter, and that means kittens are going to be born very, very soon. And we'll soon have a huge influx of the moms with newborns. We'll have kittens that come in, tiny ones and the larger ones, that don't have moms for whatever reason. If the moms have died or have abandoned the litters, or people have separated the kittens from their moms and just turned them into the shelter. So it'll be upon us very soon. The answer would have been completely different a couple of years ago. Kitten season used to be a specific period of time when we didn't have the kittens that were coming in. Everybody was either pregnant or the weather was cold, and now kitten season is all year round, unfortunately. The climate here in California is so warm and so nice all of the time that the cats are continuously pregnant. So used to, we had a couple of months where we would have what we call a break. There is no break anymore. There is no real true kitten season. There are kittens around all the time. So anything that comes in that weighs less than 2 pounds is considered to be ready to be pulled immediately. If they're under 1 pound, they go into our bottle baby program, because those kittens are delicate and they need frequent feedings, they need temperature monitoring, and a lot more close supervision than a slightly older kitten would. If they're over a pound but under 2 pounds, the shelter can't keep them because they don't have the facilities to make sure that their health needs are taken care of. Kittens can get sick very quickly at that age, and they need somebody that can give them 100% of their attention, or as close to 100% of their attention as they have to give. We have people that go to the back of the shelter, which is where the little ones come into the shelter. They stay in the back, not up front where they're handled by the general public. And we have a network of folks that once they've identified someone that needs to be pulled, they have fosters that they contact and say, here's what we have. Do you have room in your home? And at that point, we set them up with everything that they need. They get the food, they get the supplies, they get all the support that they need, the medical care that the kittens need, and we place them in the homes where basically the TLC and the attention is what they need. Absolutely contact tvar.org. Or there are some numbers that are listed on our homepage for people that can disseminate those interested parties down into where we can place them. There's listings for people that are looking for bottle baby fosters, there's people that are looking for kitten fosters, and there's folks looking for adult cat fosters. So just pick your area of interest and we can put you in touch. opportunities that we provide our foster parents with for showing their cats and kittens and making them available to the public. The first is our website, tbar.org. We have pictures of cats and kittens that we show on the website, in addition to biographies about their personalities that either the foster can write, or we have folks that are literary and can put all kinds of fancy spins on your kitty cat and write that for you. Then the contact information for the foster family is there, and anybody who's interested in that cat or kitten contacts the foster. Also, in addition to that, we have several venues that agree to let us show our cats. The Dublin PetSmart lets us set up on Saturdays and Sundays and show our cats and kittens. And so does the Pet Extreme out at Livermore. So foster families can show their kittens there. People who come to those venues are specifically looking for cats and kittens. So you've got a captive market. You know, there's all kinds of different things. Like I said, they are delicate physically and health-wise, so we can do the best that we can to make sure that there's healthy kittens that go into foster, but they're just like children. They can be completely healthy and active one day and have a cold the very next day. Very minor things, ear mites, colds, that are easily treated with a lot of care and a lot of attention, which we help provide the medical stuff too. A lot of people are afraid they're going to get too attached and they won't be able to give the kittens up. That's one of the things that we have people tell us they're afraid of. So there again, we're there to support you, we're there to help you, and I think one of the biggest things to remember is that for every kitten that you adopt, you have another place that opens up in your home for another foster kitten. So if you keep one or two, that's okay. But the more that you place, the more that you can open up your home for more, that's what we're needing.